Hello. Have you ever had your need or your right stand in the way of your assignment? Have you ever been distracted or led away by your need or by your right? We have an example in the Bible that helps us know how to walk through moments when our needs stand in the way of what God has called us to do or to become, or even our rights. And when I say needs and rights, they are legitimate. They are genuine. They are not things we come up with. They are not things we fake. They are authentic, to our lives and to our stories. And sometimes they come in the way of our assignment. Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 is a living example of having his rights, the rights of an apostle, his needs, being swung in his eyes, all right, so that he would be led away from the assignment. And these needs and these rights sometimes come as a distraction. And I believe that God having given us an opportunity to talk about it, then some need or some right could be lingering somewhere, could be in front of you in a way or the other, and in such a way that it wants you to be able to meet it or to address it. But the moment you take a turn away from your assignment to meet a genuine need, a very legitimate right of yours, then sometimes those things can act as traps, all right? It is just so that they would make us lose focus and not fulfill the assignment that is ahead of us. Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 is talking about the rights of an apostle. He makes mention of being able to feed off the flock that he fathers or leads spiritually. You'll take your time and go through it. He's talking about taking a wife and things like that. He says he has the right to do those things as an apostle, but he chooses not to because of the assignment. He feels that those things would stand in the way of his assignment. And so I came just to encourage you that if there are things dangling in your eyes, all right, that sometimes could be legitimate rights and very genuine needs, do not attend to all of them. We do not attend to all of them. There are places where God will give us the wisdom to address our needs or our need and our rights. But then there are times when the enemy uses our need and our right against us, to distract us and to just lead us to veer off a bit from the assignment. And once you veer off a bit from the assignment, then he has your attention. And when he has your attention, then he can lead you wherever he wants to lead you. Taking an example of Eve in the Bible, all the enemy needed was Eve's attention. All the enemy needed was Eve's attention, and the moment he got Eve's attention, then all of us found ourselves in this situation. All right, all of us found ourselves in this kind of world, and the enemy can lead you astray with a very genuine need, with a very legitimate right. But it is good, it is prudent to get the wisdom of God as concerns how a need is going to be met or your right is going to be fulfilled. All right. If we do not get the wisdom of God as concerns our very genuine needs and legitimate rights, then the enemy can use it against us. So remember, it is a good thing, all right? It is your right. It is a need. It is a genuine need that you have. But do not let the enemy use that opportunity. Take the opportunity of your desperation, all right? Take the opportunity of your desperation to lead you away from the assignment, because just once he has your attention, he can tell you anything. Once he has your attention, he will make you question God. because how could God send you into an assignment and not meet some of your needs? I think Paul was in the best position of asking that question. He says that I am compelled to preach the gospel. Let me just read that for you. He says in verse 16, for when I preach the gospel, I cannot boast, since I am compelled to preach. Woe to me if I do not preach the gospel. If I preach voluntarily, I have a reward. If not voluntarily, I am simply discharging the trust committed to me. So Paul would have asked the question, I serve God, all right, but why are these things that are my rights not given to me the way they are given to other people? All right, because he makes mention of James and other apostles. He was in the best position of asking that question. But had Paul paid attention to his rights as an apostle, then he would have been led away from the assignment. He would have been led away from the assignment. And so I just want to remind you that much as we could be doing something that looks like the same assignment, the enemy can still take advantage of the place where we are in need, or of the place where our rights, are not given to us, are not met, okay, to distract us from the assignment. Don't give him your attention. Ask God for wisdom of how that need is going to be met, or how that legitimate right is going to be fulfilled. Be blessed.